In the heart of medieval Scotland, where the mist hangs heavy over the lochs and the wind whispers tales through the glens, there are stories that parents tell their children to keep them from wandering too close to the water's edge. Stories of a creature both beautiful and deadly. They call it the kelpie. Slightly more dramatic. Our story begins in a small village nestled by the shores of Loch Lomond. The folk there were simple, hard-working people. But a shadow had fallen over them. Children were disappearing. Not all at once, but one by one, vanishing without a trace near the water. One evening, a young lad named Ewan was returning home late. He was a brave boy, but even he felt a prickle of fear as dusk settled and the loch turned to black glass. That's when he saw it. Standing by the shore, a magnificent white horse. Its mane was like spun silver. Its eyes deep and intelligent. It seemed to shimmer in the twilight. Music swelled slightly. Ewan had heard the tales, of course. His mother's warnings echoed in his mind. Never touch a lone horse by the water, son. No matter how bonny it seems. But this horse ... it was different. It seemed calm, almost sad. It nuzzled its head towards him, as if offering a ride. Ewan, tired from his long day, felt his caution begin to slip. What harm could one ride do? He reached out a hand just to stroke its velvety nose. The moment his skin made contact, a shock went through him. His hand was stuck fast, as if glued to the creature's hide. Panic seized him. He tried to pull away, but his hand wouldn't budge. Music becomes more tense and urgent. The horse's gentle eyes suddenly burned with a malevolent fire. Its beautiful white coat turned a slimy, dark green, like river weed. Its silver mane became a tangled mess of reeds and muck. This was no horse. This was the kelpie. It let out a terrifying shriek, a sound that was half neigh and half a human scream, and bolted towards the loch. Ewan was dragged helplessly behind it, his feet scrambling on the pebbles. He screamed for help, but his voice was swallowed by the wind. The villagers heard his cries, but by the time they reached the shore, it was too late. Sound of a large splash, then bubbling water. All they saw were the ripples spreading across the dark surface of the water. The kelpie had dragged Ewan down into the cold, silent depths, to its watery lair. He was never seen again. The next morning, the village priest found a small, tattered piece of Ewan's tartan plaid washed up on the shore. It was the only thing that ever returned. Music fades